farm. So basically, we always tell or advise farmers, you plan the feeds first. How are you going to feed your cow or your cows? If you are planning, how many are you planning for? Is it 1, 2, 3? How much feed should you prepare before you bring the cows? Some people make mistakes. You bring a cow and then you plant the pastures, which will take you up to 6 months or even a year before you begin harvesting. Within all that period, you are fidgeting with the grasses, you cut along the roads, the roadsides, you end up bringing pesticides, and you may end up losing your animals. So primarily, you must have the pastures. Plant the pastures, have them ready, construct the house. You can seek guidance from a technical person. The good, the advantage at all sub-county levels, at town councils, municipalities, they are experts, technocrats, facilitated by government fully. There is an agriculture officer and a livestock officer, a vet officer, and fisheries officer. Make use of these people to guide you on how to construct a good dairy house that can serve its purpose. It must serve its purpose of keeping the cow. Some people build houses for cows and they are very weak. A cow can just walk away with it. Interestingly, it's a so-called cow house. It must be accessible, easy to clean. It must be able to deal with the celery within the house. All those factors must be dealt with primarily before you bring your cow. After ensuring you have a very good house which has all the provisions, the feeding area, the watering area, the mineral linking area where our cow will go and access the salts, the mineral salts, because it's part of the feeding. Remember, this cow or this animal is restrained in house. It does not pick all the grasses that it would wish to pick. It is you who brings. You must make sure you feed it to the extent that it is not lacking anything. Otherwise, you will have no results in terms of production. Some farmers make those mistakes. Given all those provisions, you have the house fully equipped. Then we go into stocking, what we call selection, where you wanted us to begin from.
Yes.
Which breed? So you have seen the way. We began from all that far. Now we are where you wanted us to start from. Many farmers prefer the word, I will call the word, Frisian.
Yes.
Every farmer would say, I want Frisian. I want Frisian. But which Frisian? They are Korean Frisian, American Frisian, our Frisian here. They are all Frisians. But not all of Frisian will give you the above 25 liters you may be thinking of. You may even find a Frisian which cannot give you 5 liters a day. So I would advise farmers not to go for breeds. There are so many ways we can identify a good dairy animal, depending on its structure, but that one is a bit technical. The best way to deal with the selection is to have a vet, someone who is technical, to help and guide you, your vet, to deal with the selection.
Yes.
However, it is better to buy. You see a cow is milked, how many liters? Maybe you buy that particular animal, or you buy a calf from that particular animal.
Actually, speaking of that, people have made mistakes by just going based on someone's recommendation, and they say buy from this person without necessarily doing the proper research to find out whether this cow or its offsprings are going to be profitable as someone would want. So someone has to go to the very farm that they are going to buy an animal from and actually witness how many liters are being milked out of these very cows. That's the preferred way of going about it, right?
That is exactly what I'm saying. Because you are going into business. You don't want gambling. Someone who comes, this cow can give you 20 liters, you pull out money. And remember, these cows are expensive.
Yes.
You pull out money. Confirm beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay, it gives 20 liters. Where's the mother? Here's the mother. How did you get the calf or the heifer? It was a semen. May I see the records? AI? You read the records. You see it was served with which semen? So this is the heifer.
Yeah.
After confirming that, you go and confirm how much milk does the mother give.
Right.
There you are right. You are sure this calf will give you more milk even than the mother does, or within the same range. You begin from there. However, some farmers do not allow that. They do not allow you access to their records.
Yeah.
But still, if you are a genuine farmer, why do you? And this is the best way as a farmer. No one would wish to buy what is not real. So if someone denies you access to records, I would advise you not to really pull out your money.
And how viable is it? Like, let's say if someone doesn't want to show you these results, or they don't want to take you to their farms to see how much milk is being processed. How about if one goes for artificial insemination? Let's say from I think it's Nagric that usually provides this semen. How viable is that? And how difficult is artificial insemination? Is it a one-time take thing, or it's much more expensive than some people would afford?
No, and actually that is my advice to farmers. Do away with the bulls. First of all, managing a bull is very expensive. A bull does not make money. When you look at how much you feed it and its results, how much it gives you, it's not economical to raise bulls on the farm. Or if you are purely dairy farmer, why do you keep bulls? You go for AI. AI is reliable. It's and today the advantage is we have sexed semen. They serve your cow, and you are sure you are going to have a female. Not probability, either male or a female. No, you are sure once it conceives, it is a female. So that is how far we have moved. Only what I can say, you only have to deal with the right people, the right technician. Possibly, you can liaise with the district production office, because at all districts there are at least insemination centers and inseminators. This person will link you to the right person who will do for you AI and have better results. It improves your farm, artificial insemination. because you are sure every offspring that comes is better than the one that has been on the farm
Yes.
in terms of quality and production.
Right.
Actually, no serious dairy farmer is still using bulls. Besides having diseases and disease risks and what,
Yes.
even your farm is no longer growing if you are using bulls in terms of
Absolutely.
production and quality.
Yeah. One of the questions actually that we skipped that's quite important. There's so many people out there who think dairy farming is for people with plenty of land, and so they think maybe if I have an acre or 2 acres, I wouldn't gain as much money as someone with a lot of land. But I do know that the presidential demonstration farms are based on the 4-acre model. So if someone had an acre, what can they do dairy farming? Is it viable?
An acre is quite big. When you visit Kaumu Presidential Demonstration Farm, in a space of 1 acre, we are planning to accommodate 40 heavy milkers. 40 heavy milkers
That's on 1 acre.
on 1 acre,
Okay.
including all the structures, the milking parlors, the sleeping area, the feeding, exercising, all these other structures and silage. We deal with the silage within a space of 1 acre. Then this other area will be growing grasses to feed, because now feeding, these are intensive feeders, and with feeding you must deal with the pastures, as I said earlier. We have quite a number of varieties, as our viewers will see. I hope you will show them the different varieties of pastures we have at the farm. Why we have different varieties? Because their nutritional or nutritional value is different. Cows like to eat mixed food, katogo. Katogo is the best food for the cows. Don't feed them with napier. If you are feeding napier and feed napier and you say I've fed cows, you wait for results. No. If you we have, for instance, different varieties within the napier. We have sweet napier, that is a cross of sugar cane and the napier grass. It's very, very palatable because it is a bit sweet. It makes very good silage, but even as served as green, cows like it. It's very good for lactating cows. We have another variety called Pak Chong. It's a cross of millet and the napier. It's very, very good. It has its protein level is a bit high, and compared to the other grasses, and it is also very good in making silage.
Right.
So you can feed it mixed with other varieties. We have andropogon, we have this other Kakamega, we have Brachilia, we have Chloris Guyana, then other legumes, Lab, Sesbania, Sesban, Acacia. You mix different and then serve as green. Thereafter, you can also give some dry matter, because dry matter is also part of the daily needs of a cow. Hay. It was also good. It helps cows to drink water. They become thirsty and drink water. The other critical thing you should not forget is to feed with dairy meal, some bit of dairy meal, to avoid nutritional diseases due to deficiency, and also mineral salt. Given all that, you will not have any problem. So, if you have say 1 acre, plan it well. Don't plant only napier. You can plant different varieties. Then you leave a small space where you can put your structure for the cows. 1, 2, 3. You begin. You harvest your grasses, make some hay, make some small silage as during the a period of plenty of pastures, make a silage, you keep, prepare for the dry season or scarcity period. You plan, it's about planning. You can use that 1 acre and get money from the dairy enterprise.
Yeah, so for someone who is totally green about these pastures and they maybe don't know how to go about it, do I need seeds? Where do I get these samples from to go and grow at my farm? What do you advise them to do to start with?
Many of these pastures are on market. In Namulonge and in Kawanda, they are there, and the other private institutions and farmers have them and they sell the seeds. But us at Presidential Farms, we have the seeds and we do not sell seeds. We give them out free to farmers. So if you visit us or you give us a call, we can make arrangement for you. You come and pick the seeds. We do not sell, we give free seeds, pasture seeds to farmers.
Right.
All those improved varieties, we give free. We don't sell.
So, one of the reasons that has been hindering people from getting into dairy farming is that there's this, I don't know whether to call it a rumor or usually people say that the cows that usually produce a lot of milk that are meant for dairy farming are prone to diseases and they're very difficult to manage. What do you have to say about this?
Yes, I may agree with them because many of these animals are imported. We import we import animals here from Kenya, from Netherlands, from USA. We import animals here. And you know, when you introduce, even if it is you, today you go to a new place, new environment, the body reacts and you'll have challenges. You are not used to those challenges. Similarly, cows will behave the same way. And two, given these animals are heavy milkers, meaning their demands, their body demands are also high. If you don't feed them rightly, then that means they will be lacking. And as a result, they will be prone to diseases. Some of many of them will be nutritional, and some may not be nutritional, but because of the weakness in the immunity due to nutritional problems, they will be prone then to those diseases. The other issue is the cleanliness within the house, which we talked about. The house must be easy to clean. You must always strive to deal with the cleanliness within the house, the feeding area, and then the watering area or the water troughs. Because if bacteria now build up, you must avoid the bacteria build up within those areas where cows go to lick mineral, where they go to drink water, where they go to feed, must be cleaned every day. But some farmers do not. You find a feeder is as that as the dumping area. What do you expect? So cleanliness is very, very paramount. Otherwise, if you deal with the management, you can have the cows all year through without falling sick. Deal with the management. Feed well, manage the house well, you'll have no problem.
Yeah, speaking of the house or the shelter, when people hear of shelter, they think lots and lots of money. So they might think this dairy farming is only meant for the rich. But let's say if someone is to start with 3 or 5 cows, what's the estimate? What do you think? How much do you think it would cost for one to construct that shelter?
That is an interesting question, and actually it is commonly asked. But as I said in the beginning, housing is about serving the purpose. It's not about how much money you have invested in the housing as any other business.
You know, usually farmers think of money first. Okay, people who are trying to get into dairy farming, they think of money first. How am I going to invest in? What are the returns? So,
Exactly.
yeah.
You see, this is why we come in to help our farmers. They want to do what they have seen you doing.
Yes.
I've seen this, I must do this. No, it is the purpose. Why do we put up a dairy house? To keep and protect the house. You will show people the dairy structure that we had at in the Kaumu Presidential Demonstration Farm.
Yes.
It has been a very simple structure, wooden, only to serve the purpose, to keep the cows. Now we are thinking of improving, building the other structures which can deal with these intensive cows, which you see, these exotic cows, the main problem that can finish them is heat stress. Leave alone and any other problem, but heat stress. You must deal with the heat stress if you are to keep those imported cows. So there you have to build special structures and what. But if you are talking of these our cows which are already here and they are good milkers, you only need to put up a simple structure, well ventilated, open. The only thing that must be done, whether you have the money or you don't have the money, it must be concrete. Don't ever think of raising our cow on mud.
Yes.
No. You will have so many challenges and you may end up losing all your money. So for as long as you have made the concrete, you have dealt with the celery, you have provisions for sleeping, drinking area, feeding area, you are done. As simple as that. Now after that, just focus on getting the cow. Like any other business, always aim at reducing as much as you can the initial investment in order to maximize your profit. Similarly, agriculture. The more you invest in, the more you get tired, because this is something that is going to take you some time to earn money. It's not like a shop. When you open up today in the morning, in the next 30 minutes you will have some cash.
Someone will bring you money.
Bring you money. For the farming, you will wait for some time, maybe a year, to begin getting from the milk. That's what I can say.
Yeah.
The house must be simple, only to serve the purpose, then make money.
Okay. So speaking of money, because usually I know you had to explain it earlier that it's usually not really about the money first, and passion also has something to do with it. But of course, people usually look at the money bit of it. Some people actually think that one of the reasons that they shouldn't get into dairy farming is because we have surplus of milk. We have more milk than we actually need in the country. So they think they will produce milk and they won't have market. What's the market like in Uganda?
I may not even talk about the market, whether the market is there or not. Have you ever seen milk being poured on the street?
It's a thing.
Where you come from, do you see milk being poured in the trading center? Have you ever?
No.
So that is just a saying.
Yeah.
In fact, we do not even have milk in the country. The milk we have, that's why, how much, if I may ask, how much is a liter of milk as we talk?
No, it's quite high. It's a lot of money. Close to, I think, even 3,000 now.
A liter?
Yeah.
That is the highest price I've ever had. It used to cost about a liter, 300 when we are growing, 200 a liter, a cup 100 shillings. So that explains that there's no milk in the country. Even on your village, people walk distances with the jerry cans looking for milk. Don't look at the farm market. Just aim at your locality,
Yeah.
within the locality.
And the fact that we still have milk from Kenya in the shelves of our supermarkets also must explain it, that we don't have enough.
We don't
in
have
the
enough.
country.
That's why we import a lot of milk.
Yeah.
So I think that is a wrong perception, and we should encourage our farmers to go into dairy as much as they can. The demand for milk, given even the value addition, we are now adding a value on our milk. We are making a lot of products out of the milk, and new more are still coming. We really need more milk in the country. Given even the new policies, and the schools are going to be taking milk, we need more milk.
Speaking of value addition, I think you can help us explain to us some of these byproducts and products that are gotten out of milk.
Do you eat ice cream?
Yes.
My children like ice cream. It's out of milk.
Yeah.
Butter, cheese, whey. Whey would be a byproduct, and people didn't know whey is very good food for cows. It's a byproduct. When you are adding value on milk as you are making butter and cheese, whey would be poured. But again, can be because it has some crude protein.
Right.
We bring it back and feed the cows, the dairy cows.
That's quite interesting.
Yes, it's like the placenta. After the cow has given birth, the placenta can be chopped into smaller pieces and then given back to the animal to eat it, because it has minerals, a lot of minerals. It is done.
Yeah.
Like similarly, whey, and is also very good food for the piggery. All these are products, are byproducts, and products from the milk. So I think the sector is growing right.
That's interesting. So as we come close to the end of this interview, I'll maybe allow you to say a thing or two, maybe in case you might have forgotten something, or a word of encouragement to the people out there who are thinking of getting into dairy farming. What sort of advice would you give them as a parting shot?
Yes, what I can say is that dairy farming, like all these other enterprises we have at the presidential demo farms, is an income generating enterprise, and we advise farmers to go into it because one, you need a smaller space, say for one cow, if I'm to project one cow, and if it is an average cow, the one we have been talking about, our average cow, that can give us about only 15 liters a day. It is not a heavy feeder. This is some cow that you can look after. When you have half an acre, you deal with it. You can get all its nutritional demands within that small area. If our cow is giving us 15 liters a day of milk, and me, I'm very patriotic. I don't want to sell the milk at 3,000 a liter. I'm a Ugandan, and I'm selling it to my fellow Ugandans. Let me sell at only 1,000 shillings. Only 1,000 a liter, and I have 15 liters. How much money do I get? 15,000 every day. Now, if I get 15 every day in a month, I get 450 a month. If I get 450 a month, now if I milk my cow for 8 months, I get how much? I get about 3.6 million. That's annually. During that cycle, 3.6 from one cow.
One
But
cow.
remember, I'm selling the milk at 1,000 shillings
Yes.
a liter.
And that is quite low, according to, if you ask
You
these
said
people
it
here in
is.
Kampala, how much milk is,
So actually, and remember, a cow has a multiply effect. If I bought one cow,
yes,
after 1 year I will have two.
yes,
After 2 years I will have three, and within the third year, the first one will have also calved down. Are you seeing that? Besides, the dung, the cow dung, unlike if you had gone for rentals, the dung, I'm heaping it somewhere.
yeah.
And do you know how much a tipper of cow dung, how much it goes for?
No, not at the moment.
300,000
Oh, wow,
a tipper,
just one.
one. That
Interesting.
is for buying guineas.
Yeah. And this is dung that people usually look at as waste.
Yeah.
Some don't even use the same dung in their own farms for manure.
You can push in the pastures,
Yeah.
in the garden, but as still you can also get money
Yeah,
out
absolutely.
of it. As you earn from the milk, you are earning from the manure as well, and the number is also increasing. At the end of the year, the project is growing, and your income is also growing.
Increasing.
So I think the idea of the president is very, very absolutely right. Only that, and many of our people are beginning to appreciate.
Yes.
This is seen on how they show up here, how they show up at our demo farms, and how much they are engaged into the farming. They have seen that there is really good money in the farming sector. This is where you invest once and begin earning tax-free. Someone wakes up, goes into his garden, at the end of the day, has food, has money, no tax.
Right.
Dairy farming is very good, like any other project. Please, after that, you may sell. You may sell the bulls, you may sell the what, and then the hides, after slaughtering, they bring to our kaumutanare.
Yes.
We add value on the hides and skins. We get leather.
So nothing goes to waste.
No.
From the cow dung to the hides and skins to the
No. And from those very hides and skins, we make animal feeds. They
Really?
would be unwanted.
Yes.
Still, we process and make animal feeds. So the cycle
interesting.
continues.
The cycle
we bring
continues.
back to animals. We take them.
Great.
Interesting.
All right. Thank you so much. That was Geoffrey Ganduga, the manager, Kaumu Presidential Demonstration Farm here in Kololo. He was taking us through dairy farming, the process, how to start, what to expect as a new dairy farmer. And I'm pretty sure you've gotten a thing or two. We are still here in Kololo. This is the second day. So if you're in Kampala, please make your way here. There's so many new farming practices or modern technologies in agriculture that you can pick up. So many things are happening. It's not just dairy farming. We have other things that we are demonstrating. The presidential demonstration farms are plenty all across the country. And so if you're around in Kampala, please make your way. There's a tent for the presidential demonstration farms. You can come over and learn a thing or two about agriculture. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned. We still have other interviews, and tune in. Thank you.
Today we are at Kaumo Presidential Demonstration Farm. It is located in Makurubita Sub-County, Luero District. At this farm, we have a number of enterprises, and we aim at demonstrating best farming practices to farmers, especially smallholder farmers. And the President's aim is to increase household incomes. So from the different enterprises we shall see at this farm, the farmer is advised to choose what can work best for them, for him or her, so that